what you said, I actually hadn't thought about that. If you're taking your kids to study abroad, you can. It's easier for you to. Okay, I've never
Invest directly. Yes, they are called offshore investments, and there are companies that do that entirely.
Yeah.
So what I'll do is maybe say I'm opening, even if it's just like a savings account, but I'm saving in dollars. Because if I say I'm investing here locally, by the time I need to again convert the money, you incur more cost. So why don't you just invest directly in an offshore account? So by the time they are going to school, you just like transfer the money to the particular school. So just do your due diligence, know where you're investing, what is your goal, and you can make good money as well.
That's a good tip. Hey, okay. And then I need to invest as a near retirement.
Hey, oof. I actually think you should start before. Because you see, we have grown, I think like my age, I would say, we grew seeing our parents working for a whole 55, 60 years, then retirement.
Yeah.
Because most of them didn't know any better. And we have also seen people who like retire at 55.
Yeah.
And I think our time, mostly our parents would buy land, buy a matatu.
Yeah.
That's not the time to start a business.
Yes.
You should have started way before. But by the time you're retiring, you have already learned the pros and cons. You have seen how it goes, ups and downs, manage it. Because again, number one, you're used to a schedule every day.
Yes.
So getting into a risky thing like a matatu business, you can even lose your life early. the risks involved are very high. So I believe you should start investing way before retirement. So by the time you're retiring, you are now transitioning into something that is already there. If it's like a business, even if it's just a kiosk outside your home, but you've seen it grow. Because you see, once you retire, you get your package.
Yeah.
That's it. You're not maybe waiting for any other money other now maybe the monthly pension, which is very little. That should just be helping you, survive. So you can't wait to do everything with this lump sum.
Yeah.
It will be frustrating, and that's why we see many people get very frustrated. Yeah, when you go to jump into a big investment after retirement, you don't even have the muscle for it.
Yes.
You don't have the capacity for the risk you're getting into at that time. So it's better done early, then you work towards it. By the time you retire, you will be transitioning into something that is already there.
And I believe this constitutes of 99% of the people.
Oh,
like
yes.
Our age going upwards. Because we all know, and it's best just to invest just like a year to you retiring.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Now you've had it from the expert. Okay, so this other saying the stock market is the best place to invest if you want to grow your wealth.
Wow. I think I would say it depends. Because see, the stock market is really, number one, your risk appetite has to be very high. Like I remember there's a client way back, 2007, post-election violence. There's a client who had invested quite a good amount of money in one of the funds that do stocks. I think they had invested like 10 million. So we go home for Christmas, elections happen, violence starts. By the time we were resuming work in January, early February, the fund had gone down to 7 million. So you see, if you're not able to bear, I will hold on until I recover, you will lose money. Stock market, you also need to either manage your portfolio yourself very actively or have somebody do it for you. Because for you to make money in stocks, you have to highly speculate.
Okay.
Like I have bought a stock at, say maybe 10 shillings.
Okay.
So you need to be studying the counters to know, am I waiting for it to hit 15, 20, 30? If from 10 I see it like it's going to 9, do I sell or, So you have to have the knowledge, number one, and you need to be able to manage your portfolio or have somebody do it for you. Because you're either speculating or I'm in it for long run.
Yeah.
If it goes up, it goes up. Because mostly people don't have the information. Because actually, like when the stocks, like in this country, the stock market and our politics go hand in hand.
Yeah.
Where if anything happens politically that is negative, all the counters dip. So you see, somebody may panic and think, I'll lose my money. So you see, if you pull out, then you're making a loss. That's actually the time to buy when the stocks are down. But see, not everybody knows that. Some will think, I don't want to lose my money. But see, if you're already in, and that happened, you didn't know, just give it some time, stabilize it, pull out or buy more that time. So stocks, you can make very good money, yes, but you need to have the knowledge, and you need to be able to manage the portfolio actively. Because again, you can also see a certain counter dropping, and it's not recovering. It's just going down, down, down. You see, so you can't wait until it goes to negative. Yes, but if you're not aware, you will lose money. So you need to be actively involved and have the knowledge for it. But stock market is really good. You will make money. Yes. Yes.
So. Okay, and that the professionals always find a way to benefit at the cost of new investors.
Well, I would say that's a myth, because if you approach any professional to help you, I believe they're looking out for the best for you, unless it's what we talked about, the scam, pyramid schemes and all that. If it's something that is not regulated and doesn't have a good foundation, yes, somebody may take advantage. Maybe they may say like you don't know. And again, I would like to refer back to like the stock market. If you have no knowledge, somebody can play you. Yeah, they can tell you, let's buy this counter, or let's sell now, and it's not time to sell. Because you need to really have the knowledge for it. So unless it's maybe somebody who is not professional, I believe there are professionals who are out to help. And make sure they offer good advice.
Okay. Awesome. And the final one, that if you invest in an old mzee, your money will surely double.
That is a total myth. What?
I know.
That is there's even no connection. Or let me understand what they meant.
You've never heard of that? I personally am the one who grew up believing this. Yeah, I cannot invest in a young person with a young person. No. It has to be 50 and above. For some reason, my money will double. They have the power somehow. I don't know.
That's a myth. That's a myth, because you see, by an old mzee, you can even maybe sell like an old company, let's say. And there are some new companies that come and do very, very well. Reason being, I think they also come with new ideas. You know, they have seen the ones who've been there before. They have seen the mistakes they have made, so they know what to avoid and they know what to do. Yeah, so that's
me, I'm always believe.
That's your
So I'm always like, no, you have to be 50 and above. I cannot,
No, there's still young people
who can
yes. And grow your money. Yes.
So we are at the end of you discussing about myths. So there you've heard it from the expert. And I would like to hear from you, which myths from all these have you grown up believing? Which ones do you still believe? And has this information empowered you in terms of the myths? So thank you, Suzanne, for joining us today. We have sure learnt a lot, and we'll be doing another episode on investment, so be tuned for that. Thank you for watching, and have yourself a lovely day.